8 years, countless victories, heartbreaking losses, friendships that became family, and rivalries that changed lives forever. Now, All-American has reached its final season. But instead of giving fans a peaceful farewell, the series opens with a mystery that immediately raises one huge question. Why does Jordan suddenly leave one of the biggest moments of his football career? Is it an emergency involving his family? Did something happen to Layla? Or is this connected to a secret that no one saw coming? As soon as the premiere begins, it's clear the season isn't just wrapping up old storylines. It's setting the stage for one last emotional roller coaster. And trust me, what happens next changes everything. Before we dive into the story, remember that this isn't just another season premiere. Season 8 marks the final chapter of one of the CW's longest-running and most successful dramas. Since its debut in 2018, All-American has evolved far beyond a football series. It's become a story about ambition, identity, family, forgiveness, and the difficult choices that shape our futures. Now, with only 13 episodes left, every decision carries more weight than ever. What's especially interesting is the way the season is structured. Although the story begins 6 months after the events of Season 7, the entire final season unfolds over just 1 week. That means every conversation, every rivalry, and every emotional moment could completely change the lives of these characters before the final whistle blows. Instead of easing viewers back into the story, the premiere throws us directly into chaos. We see Jordan in a moment that should represent the biggest opportunity of his football career. Then, something unexpected happens. He suddenly leaves. The show doesn't explain why, and that's exactly why the opening works so well. Rather than giving us answers immediately, the writers create a mystery that hangs over the entire premiere. As viewers, we're left asking ourselves, what could possibly be important enough for Jordan to walk away? Could it be related to Olivia? Is Layla in danger? Or is there another family emergency waiting just around the corner? Instead of answering those questions, the story jumps backward. And that's where everything truly begins. The timeline rewinds to 6 months before the opening scene. At first glance, everything feels familiar. Beverly and South Crenshaw remain fierce rivals. Football is still at the center of everyone's lives. The pressure to win has never disappeared. But beneath the surface, everything has changed. Season 7 left several characters standing at emotional crossroads. Some relationships were repaired, others were broken. And now each character enters this final season carrying dreams and emotional baggage that will shape every decision they make. One of the strongest aspects of this premiere is how it doesn't rush to explain every change. Instead, the writers slowly reveal how 6 months have transformed everyone's lives, and that makes every new discovery feel much more rewarding. Perhaps the biggest surprise in the premiere is the relationship between Jordan and Cassius. If you followed the series, you know these two have spent more time competing than cooperating. Whether it was football strategy or family pride, they always seemed destined to clash. But now, something unexpected has happened. They're actually friends. Well, sort of. Their competitive personalities haven't disappeared. If anything, they're stronger than ever. Every conversation turns into a contest, every joke becomes friendly trash talk, even grabbing coffee somehow becomes another competition. And that's exactly what makes their dynamics so entertaining. For the first time, Jordan has someone who understands both football and the complicated legacy of the Baker family from a completely different perspective. Meanwhile, Cassius is slowly beginning to understand that earning respect isn't just about winning games. Sometimes it's about earning trust. That emotional shift makes their relationship one of the most interesting storylines of the premiere. Just when it seems Jordan and Cassius have finally found common ground, the series introduces another problem. At Beverly High, Principal Ed London is seen giving a mysterious visitor a private tour of the school. It's a brief moment, but longtime fans immediately recognize that scenes like this rarely happen without a reason. Who is this visitor? Why is the principal acting so secretive? And could Cassius's future already be in danger? The show never answers those questions immediately. Instead, it quietly plants another mystery that continues building suspense throughout both episodes. It's a clever reminder that football isn't the only battle being fought this season. Sometimes the biggest threats happen behind closed doors. One thing becomes clear almost immediately. This final season isn't really about football. Football is simply the stage. The real story is about change. Every major character is entering a new chapter of life. Jordan is learning that leadership means more than winning championships. Cassius is trying to escape the shadow of Billy Baker while creating his own legacy. Layla is returning home after months away, only to discover that home isn't exactly the same anymore. KJ and Khalil are chasing college dreams while discovering that talent alone isn't enough. Even the friendships that once seemed unbreakable are beginning to change. And that's what makes these first 2 episodes feel so emotional. The writers aren't simply preparing us for another football season. They're preparing us to say goodbye. But just when Jordan and Cassius seem ready to move forward, a new football showcase is proposed. At first, it sounds like the perfect opportunity for young athletes. But underneath the surface, old rivalries begin resurfacing. College dreams are suddenly on the line, and one player is about to push himself so hard that the people closest to him begin to worry. Meanwhile, Layla is finally coming home. Only, the home she remembers may no longer exist. And that's where the story takes an emotional turn that no one saw coming. Just when Jordan and Cassius finally seem to be on the same page, a new challenge puts their fragile friendship to the test. Cassius proposes a football showcase designed to give young athletes one last chance to impress college recruiters. On the surface, it looks like an opportunity to help the players, but deeper down, it also reflects the pride and competitive spirit both coaches still carry. Meanwhile, KJ is feeling the pressure more than anyone. He's determined to prove himself, but his relentless focus on football begins affecting his relationships. His drive raises an important question: how much are you willing to sacrifice to achieve your dream? Khalil is dealing with his own uncertainty. College recruitment isn't guaranteed, and he realizes talent alone won't secure his future. Instead of letting competition divide them, KJ and Khalil begin supporting each other, showing that sometimes your biggest rival can become your strongest teammate. Then comes Layla's return. After months away chasing her music career, she expects to pick up where she left off. Instead, she discovers that life continued without her. Jordan has developed new routines, new friendships, and a different perspective. The emotional distance between them becomes one of the episode's strongest storylines. But that's only the beginning, because an unexpected visitor is about to change everything. The biggest turning point of these episodes isn't on the football field. It's within the characters themselves. Layla struggles with the realization that coming home doesn't always mean returning to the same life. Her emotional journey highlights one of the season's biggest themes: people change even when love remains. Meanwhile, another mystery begins unfolding around Amina. Her behavior suggests she's hiding something serious, and the uncertainty surrounding her situation adds a layer of suspense that will likely shape future episodes. Jordan and Cassius continue trying to balance family, football, and responsibility. Their relationship has improved, but old habits don't disappear overnight. The series also reminds us that success isn't just measured by championships. Every character is facing decisions that could define the rest of their lives. And just when it feels like everyone is moving forward, new questions emerge that leave fans eagerly waiting for the next episode. By the end of episodes 1 and 2, one thing is crystal clear. This final season isn't simply about winning games. It's about legacy. Jordan is learning what leadership truly means. Cassius is trying to step out of Billy Baker's shadow while creating one of his own. KJ and Khalil are discovering that ambition must be balanced with trust and teamwork. Layla is searching for her place in a life that kept moving while she was away. And every storyline points towards one emotional conclusion: the end of an era. The premiere doesn't answer every question, and that's exactly why it works. It leaves viewers with enough mysteries, emotional tension, and character growth to keep them invested in the episodes ahead. If these first 2 episodes are any indication, All American is setting up a heartfelt farewell that celebrates the relationships, challenges, and personal growth that have defined the series for 8 unforgettable seasons. So, what did you think of the Season 8 premiere? Did Jordan and Cassius surprise you? Will KJ handle the pressure of college recruitment? And what secret do you think Amina is hiding? Share your theories in the comments below.